Nico. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Saturday. This is Devils After Dark, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios in beautiful New Jersey, in the bunker, and Scotty's fortified fortress in this Beverly Hills mansion of proportion. Yes. The most expensive one-bedroom apartment in the United States. Scotty is Sirius XM, liquid metal, is spending the cash, the Benjamins.
The Woo Bucks.
Yes,
That's the Woo Bucks right there. So please don't dock me today, sir. Please.
Yes. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network as the Devils totally redeemed themselves, led by Nico Hischier's 4-point night. The captain getting the milestone, 100 goals for his career.
Did he have 4 points? I thought
4
it was 3
points. 4.
Wow. Oh, you're right. 4. Holy hell, that's right. The last one. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
He was smoking.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Did you have more? Sorry, I cut you off there. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all. Jack Hughes is back. Things are back to normal. We're kicking some butt. Why not?
Sort of back to normal. There were some things to talk about before the game, but what a great game! And I don't know what the headline said there, Sam Wu, but I think we could say Hischier harpooned the Pens. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
I know you like harpooning things.
Yeah. And they couldn't fly away.
Yes, penguins cannot fly. Very nice. Yeah. Well done there, sir. Well done. Welcome, everybody, to Devils After Dark here exclusively on the Let's Go Devils Podcast Network. I'm Scotty along with Sam Wu. Hello to everyone on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch. Big game here. First of a back-to-back end of the road trip for your New Jersey Hockey Devils. Game 55 against the Pittsburgh Penguins. Much like I said all along, Jack Hughes was back, as predicted, that he would be back in there for this Saturday game, against the Pens, Metro Division Showdown. And like we've said, many times on this show, even with Jack's recent injury, if it was the playoffs, I think Jack wouldn't have missed one game at all, but he is officially back in the lineup. Vanacek was in goal today. If you didn't catch the other news, Alexander Holtz sent back down to Utica. There was a little bit of a scare with him removing Devils from his Instagram and everything like that, but he just went up and put, Utica up there as well. So I think he's happy to be back down there playing. He needs reps. Dude has just been sitting there in the box, practicing with the team. He needs to get some game reps. I think it's more than time to send him back or get him in the lineup one way or another. So getting him back down there to Utica or up there to Utica, I think is the best move for him so he can just get some actual playing time. So hopefully we'll see Alexander Holtz probably next season in a more regular role. We'll see how it all goes. But Vanacek in net, like we said, Jack's back. All the lines got shuffled, and 2 surprising healthy scratches today, Nathan Bastian and Jonas Siegenthaler. Really didn't see that one coming. But start the game out here, if you were unaware. Lindy rolled with Nico Hischier, Tom Tatar, Dawson Mercer, which was an incredibly impactful line today. Jack Hughes, Jesper Bratt, Yegor Sharangovich, another impactful line. Eric Halla, Andres Palat, Fabian Zetterlund was your third line, who also had a good game. And then McLeod, Wood, and Boquist, who didn't play as much, but still had some solid time out there as well. So let's get into it here. First period, we had actually the Pens getting on the board early with a nice set play there by them with Evgeny Malkin coming forward. using all his speed on the power play. A lot of penalties called in this game as well. But the Pens were on the power play. Little give-and-go action. Started all down in the Penguin zone. Malkin comes up, passes the puck, and then boom, he just takes off skating as fast as he can go. Full speed from deep in the zone, cross-ice pass. Malkin then gets past the D-man. Bryce Salvador broke this down in the intermissions, who obviously are skating backwards, and he's coming at you full force. So he just speeds right on by. And who was it? Raquel passes the puck back over. Like I said, a little give-and-go action for the easy tap in there. 1-0 Penguins. Malkin, his 20th at 3:33. There you go, 3:33. Favorite number of Dimebag and Vinny of Pantera right there. But a power play goal at PPG for the Pens puts them up 1-0. But just over a minute later, at 4:53 of the first, we got to say Dawson Mercer had himself a hell of a game. Probably should have had a couple other goals as well. Some beautiful opportunities throughout. But this first one ended up in a goal, and really it was the hard work of Thomas Tatar on this one. It actually started out with Dawson Mercer in the defensive zone, or was it the neutral zone? I can't remember exactly where it was, but he chipped the puck out. It's going down. I think it was in the defensive zone. Chipped the puck out up the boards. It's going down the ice, and Thomas Tatar takes off like a madman, just chasing that puck down, gets on the forecheck. He's able to get control of the puck from the Penguins defenseman. I can't remember who it was. And then what he does is he's down below the goal line. He starts drifting upwards as Dawson Mercer and Nico Hischier come into the zone. Good thing by Dawson Mercer. No puck watching over there. He kept himself into the play and got himself into position there. He goes right there in front of the net. Nico Hischier is already there. Tatar is able to give him a nice feed, and Mercer kind of tips it towards the goal. I believe it was Nico who then got the first original shot on Tarkovsky, and then it is Dawson Mercer who is able to gather it up and kind of move to the side and roof that backhand into the net for his 13th goal of the season at 4:53 of the first, coming from the captain, number 13 himself. Nico Hischier is 27th of the season, and Thomas Tatar, his 19th assist on the season. By the way, Thomas Tatar has already surpassed his total points from last year on the Devils. So love seeing that over there. Then we had a bunch of penalties after that. The Penguins got a goal waved off because of a distinct kicking motion, which was pretty obvious on this one. We've seen many go against the Devils. We've actually seen a couple calls go their way in recent times, but this one was pretty obvious from the get-go. The refs waved it off, so it had to been overturned the other way, saying that it wasn't a distinct kicking motion. So that one goes for the Devils. And then, we get a bunch of penalties over there, right? Brendan Smith took one. Ryan Graves took one. Was it Jack? Someone else took a penalty there in the first period. Marino took one as well. Tripping old Crosby, as you know, I like to call him. Eric Halla and Dawson. Oh, the second of Dawson Mercer's great opportunity. And by the way, that Graves penalty came after a Jack Hughes turnover in the defensive zone. Jack looked a little rusty in the first period, but, by the end of the game, he turned himself back into Jack Hughes again. But Eric Halla and Mercer got a great short-handed opportunity on those power plays. It was basically a partial 2-on-1 break. Halla gets there going, and Mercer's speed, he's able to beat the defenseman trying to skate back. And then, he just doesn't get it home there on the pass from Eric Halla. Carter got a high stick over that, so it goes to 4-on-4. Another good opportunity for Dawson Mercer came from Jesper Boquist, who peeled off in the offensive zone. He kind of goes wide and deep there, getting into the corner, and then he passes the puck back across to Dawson Mercer, who's parked right in front of the net. But no, Tarkovsky stops him again. And then you'll notice that the Devils got a power play. And what happened when PP1 was out there? What do we talk about the Devils struggling on their power play the past couple games without Jack Hughes? no zone entries. Did you notice? The very first time that PP started, Jack Hughes got the puck, and he literally just walked right into the zone and set everything up for it's another world with him on that power play because the team's they're scared to death of him. They're just going to back off, and he just skates himself right into the zone. He'll put on the brakes. He'll pass it back to one of the D-men on the point, and then he'll go get himself set up, and they are ready to rock. Unfortunately, they didn't come through on that power play at the end of the first period, but the difference of having Jack Hughes on there with those zone entries is huge. It's huge because they couldn't get set up the past few games. They'd just be firing the puck in. They couldn't get there to beat the other team's defense, especially in the last game against St. Louis when they got out-hustled the entire game. This one was a little bit different. The Devils definitely had a step on the Pens today, and they used their speed to their advantage. And into the second period, Jesper Bratt draws an interference call, okay? And this power play was one of those classic Devils. Quick strike, goal-scoring action over here from the Triple H. It has been reunited. That's right. Hughes, Hischier, and Hamilton harpoon the Pens, as Samuel likes to say. Hughes, Hischier, and Hamilton harpoon the Penguins. Samuel just loves harpooning anything. But Nico Hischier, it all starts with him. A face-off win in the offensive zone. Jack Hughes eventually gets the puck, kind of works his way on the point over to the side. He feeds Nico Hischier, who goes down low, and he's going to come around the net, around the back of the net. Instead of trying to do a wraparound, he just feeds the puck straight forward to Dougie Hamilton, who's streaking in. Bam! Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. David Bowie style. Dougie Hamilton has a goal, his 16th of the season at 3:47 of the second period, a PPG for your New Jersey Hockey Devils, 2-1. That's Hamilton, his 16th, coming from Hischier, point number 2 on the day, his 28th, and then Jack Hughes, his 33rd assist. So you saw Jack starting to get back into the swing of things there in the second and third period. Devils up 2-1 right there. Dawson Mercer got another great opportunity, but he shot it basically right into Tarkovsky's chest on this one, and it was Tatar again. He chips the puck forward. Nico kind of received that chip as he was like in a spin move, which we've seen Nico do in the past. We've noticed the past couple, I don't know, what was on that. He was on a goal drought there for 9 games. And I know a couple of you in the YouTube chat have brought up maybe there's an injury going on, But today it seemed like Nico was in full speed. And we've seen him do that before with those taking the passes while he's spinning in those transitions. And he's able to get the pass, spin, boom, pass it over to Dawson Mercer. And, oh, man, I thought he had this one. But like I said, he shot it basically right into the crest of the goaltender there on the Penguins and just a little bit frustrated, but still Dawson Mercer had himself a great game, getting plenty of opportunities. Ryan Graves, after that, drew an interference penalty. That was the fourth. That was the fourth Penguins power play in the first half of the game. That was about, 11 minutes or so? Where was it? Ryan Graves at 8:08 of the second period. 4 Penguins power plays in the first half of this game, but the Devils turned it around for a little positive on themselves, and it has finally happened. Number 100 for the captain. Everyone go crazy. Go crazy. Go crazy. Because Nico Hischier, the goal drought is over. He's finally cracked the century mark there on career goals. And wow, what a great play from the captain all around. Short-handed nonetheless. He's there with our man, Igor Sharangovich. They make the dynamic duo out there on the PK. But Nico Hischier reads the play in the defensive zone. There's a long wrap around the boards from our old friend Sidney Crosby, and he's trying to get it over there to Letang, but Nico beats Letang to the puck, and he's able to chip it on the boards and kind of deflect it past a stopped Letang. He's just kind of standing there at the point, and Nico's already got his stride going, so he just burns right past him. He gathers, he passes it over to Yegor Sharangovich. They're both streaking into the zone, and Sharangovich puts the puck to his backhand to go around the sliding defenseman, and he puts a backhand pass. Woo! It was a beaut, kid, a beaut. A backhand pass over to the captain for the easy tap in. Goal number 100 for number 13, Nico Hischier. That's his 22nd of the season, coming at 8:25 of the second period. Shorthanded goal, assisted by Yegor Sharangovich, his 13th. And nice to see these line shuffles. I mean, this was on the PK, but nice to see these line shuffles really having an effect on a lot of these guys. And we talked about it, especially with the absence of Jack Hughes through these last 4 games. The Yegor Sharangoviches, the Dawson Mercers, the Thomas Tatars, the Eric Hallas. We need these guys to start putting points on the board. And today, they were doing it. And we're going to get to the totals at the end here because we still have the third period to get through right now. Another penalty on the Devils. This time it was Kevin Ball. And Yegor Sharangovich, he got robbed on the sort of Scorpion-esque save there from Turkowski. Sharangovich, pure breakaway. It looked like a penalty shot, in a shootout. Plenty of time there. He makes a great move. He ends up putting the puck over to his forehand, a little backhand, forehand, boot to your forehand. The goaltender goes down. He's sliding across, and Turkowski literally just kicks both his legs up, both his feet up at the last possible second as Sharangovich is shooting, and he just doesn't get enough height on it. He could have buried it in the top corner of the goal. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe the puck was bouncing and I didn't see that. But I thought that was a surefire goal. Sharangovich completely beat him with the move. And it was the Scorpion-esque save there, kicking, the skates up there at the very end that saved the day for the Penguins. Momentarily, though, Devils fans. Momentarily. Because they weren't done. Oh, no. And you knew it was coming because Jesper Bratt, about, maybe like 2 or 3 minutes later, he almost batted one out of midair. Couple of tic-tac-toe passes. The puck is a little high, and he just missed it. So you know that he was itching for one because Jesper is like, hey, Nico's on the board. Jack Hughes back. Dougie Hamilton's here. He's like, hey, don't forget about me, guys. I'm a point machine myself over here. So Jesper Bratt says, all right, I'm going to do this one and get it done. In the third period at 8:39, Devils go up 4-1 with a Jesper Bratt goal, and this one was a great pass, a great spin pass from Yegor Sharangovich coming into the zone, up the boards. He's able to do a little spin-a-rooney, Booker T style, little spinny-rooney action, and he passes it across the ice to Jack Hughes, who's there in front of the net, and instead of shooting, Jack Hughes, in one fluid motion, he received the pass and he tapped it right over to Jesper Bratt, who's on the other side. Boom! Boom, baby! 4-1 New Jersey Devils at 8:39 of the third period, a period which they dominated. They had, 15 shots in the third period. I think at one point it was 12-3. The Penguins obviously put a push on in the last 5 minutes or so of the game because Malkin did get another goal. That line was on fire today. The Malkin line over there. He fired one home. I don't know how he got so wide open in the center of the ice, like right around the blue line. The Penguins are coming into the zone, and just nobody was on Malkin. I don't know how that happened, but he was able to fire a snapshot past Vanacek right there. That's just a really good player making a really good hockey play on that shot. I think Vanacek, obviously, he's going to say, I want that one back. But, it's not just Joe Schmo. That's Evgeny Malkin on there, a future, NHL Hall of Famer who was taking that shot. His 21st of the season at 14:43 of the third period. So just about 5 minutes to go. You can see the Pens really trying to put that push on, They pull the goaltender a little bit early, trying to do what the Devils do. When we pull our goaltender sometimes with like 2 or 3 minutes left in the game, and, we usually end up scoring. But in this situation, it was another great play by Dawson Mercer teaming up with Nico Hischier. Dawson Mercer makes the play in the defensive zone. He's able to chip the puck out forward, and there is nobody there except the captain, Nico Hischier, who literally just walks it into the net. The Penguins were just like, I'm old, and I can't skate that fast to keep up with the Nico Hischier or the rest of the New Jersey Devils, and they're like, trying to, walker themselves down the ice over there. But no, they cannot catch up with the captain, who buries it into the empty net. We'll just say that. Buries it. He buried it. Oh, yeah. But literally, he just Nico was skating la-di-da, and just doink right in there. Dawson Mercer gets the assist. That's Nico's 23rd of the year at 17:56 of the third, coming from Mercer, his 19th assist. So you can see Sharon Govich, Dawson Mercer, Thomas Tatar getting on the scoreboard. But he had a solid game. He had that 1 point, but man, he had a bunch of really good plays. I really like Thomas Tatar playing with Nico Hischier. I love Dawson Mercer getting up there. And you know what? I'll call myself out. Another bonehead move by Scotty. I remember at the beginning of the season, I wouldn't want to see Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt on the same line. And man, they were fire tonight, man. With Igor Sharangovich there as well. Really like those line combinations. Excellent job by the coaching staff putting them all together. And by the way, Igor Sharangovich, 2 points. Jack Hughes, 2 points. Dawson Mercer, 2 points. And that's right, Nico Hischier gave me 2 claps and a Ric Flair. Woo! Because he's one of the 4 horsemen tonight. 4 points for Nico Hischier. Believe it or not, first time since the first game of last season by old Mango. Andreas, don't call me Andre Janssen. So what a game from the captain, breaking that goal drought, getting over the century mark. Not only did he hit the century mark, he says, I'm looking for 101, okay? I want 101 by the end of the game. And he goes and he gets it with that empty netter. Nico Hischier is your first star of the game. Malkin is your second star. Dawson Mercer is your third. Shots on goal for the Devils. Holy Hanneman. What a Raining Blood tribute we got tonight. 12, 16, 15 for the Slayer. Raining Blood, Raining Pucks from the Devils on the ice. 43 shots on goal for the Devils. For the Pens, 13-9-9 for a total of 31. The Pens had the advantage in the faceoffs, 52% to 48. Devils 1 for 3 on the power play. The Pens only 1 for 5. Devils 21 hits to the Pens 29. 20 blocks for the Devils. Man, Ryan Graves and John Marino shutting down old Crosby there. Malkin got away with some stuff. He got the 2 goals, but man, did Graves and Marino play well against old Crosby. 11 takeaways, only 7 giveaways. The Penguins had 16. Woo, baby, big victory for your New Jersey Hockey Devils on this Saturday afternoon, ending the road trip in style. The Road Warriors are back. Oh, what a rush. And I'll say it again, I need to get some of those damn shoulder pads, and you know what? I'm probably going to forget again by the end of this show as well. But one of these days, I'm going to get those Legion of Doom shoulder pads for our Devils, who are Road Warriors. What are they now? 24-3 on the road? Something like that? 12-2-2 in their last 16? Hot damn. That's a team that's going to the playoffs. Now, 77 points on the year. They are 3 behind the Carolina Hurricanes, who are at 80, and they're playing actually right now. They got the outdoor game is on right now. So they are playing. The Devils are 3 points up on the Rangers. Both of them have 55 games played. Devils have 36 regulation wins. The Rangers have 33. And don't look now, but the Devils are the third best team in the entire league. In the entire league. In the Beastern Conference. You got the Bruins with 89. You got the Hurricanes with 80. You got the Devils with 77 points. I don't know who saw that coming at the beginning of the year. I know I didn't. I've said it many times. I thought the Devils would be where like the Penguins and the Islanders are right now. 63, 62 points, fighting for that wild card position. Not having a, I got to do the math over here. What's that? 14-point lead? That's a good hockey team, my friend. And they're looking to add? Woo, baby. I love it. Devils ripped the Pens today in glorious fashion. Glorious. And there he is. The king of the football calls himself, coming from the not-so-frozen tundra of New Jersey. Let's check in with him, Sam Wu, and see what he has to say, and then we'll turn it over to you on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch. Sam Wu, what'd you think of this game?
A complete game, Scotty. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've seen a complete game, start to finish. The Pittsburgh Penguins, a divisional opponent. The Devils paying attention to details, 43 shots on goal. What can I say? I mean, the Devils were playing well, or well enough to win for a while now. Then Jack Hughes goes out for 4 games. They go 2-1-1, which is not bad at all. Jack Hughes back in the lineup, a little rust. It's going to take a little time to get back to where he was. I know he's out just 4 games, but you know what? Timing's everything. And I thought Jack Hughes played pretty well tonight.
Nico, I don't think you liked that giveaway in the defensive zone in the first period that Ryan Graves had to take a penalty on. I was like, that's the first thing I thought. I was like, ooh, Sam Wu is going to be upset with that.
No,
one.
He gets a pass. He gets a pass.
Oh, he gets a pass? Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
If you're out 4 games and your timing is off in the first period, you get a pass. Now, if you do this against the New York Rangers in the playoffs, I will never forgive you. So, big difference. Big difference. Big difference.
Touche. Okay. Yeah. Very nicely done. All right. Okay.
But Nico, 9 games of hell. I know little Fireboy was waiting to put out his graphic. He finally did.
Yep.
We retweeted it on our Twitter account, @Let'sGoDevelsPod. Little Fireboy did that, and it's a beautiful graphic tribute to Nico Hischier scoring 100 goals in his career. Just seems like everything's starting to come together. It's mid-February, Scotty.
Yep.
There are a lot of fans that were just like thinking the grass is greener on the other side with other teams. But the reality is what separates the Devils and the Carolina Hurricanes right now are really shootout points at this point. And the Devils have time to catch up, obviously. They're not that far behind. And they're really not that far behind the Bruins. I know the Bruins are just slaughtering teams left and right. But if you look at it, anything can happen in March. You never know if the Devils are going to surge in March, especially if they make a trade that turns out to be a wonderful trade. You never know.
I think it's almost more you don't know if the Bruins are going to be a little sluggish in March, because so far their biggest drag is 3 games, and that's it. You know?
Some teams hit a wall in March for whatever reason, and then they pick it back up in April. Now,
well, especially a team like Boston, who is so veteran heavy, and if they do have, I mean, right now, they have such a big lead on the Maple Leafs as well, which, it's like you said, it's not all said and done, but I mean, a team like Boston and those veterans, they may like shut it down a little bit and like go a little, half speed to kind of save some energy, because they've been there, they've done that, they know their age, they know their bodies, and they know that like, hey, we can lose a couple here, and it's not the end of the world, because we have this huge, ginormous lead on everybody. So you may see something like that where the Bruins do have a little bit of a drop, but man, they are definitely on a special run this year, though. So maybe they'll keep the pedal to the metal. Hope, you know what? Actually, let's tell them to keep the pedal to the metal, so when the playoffs do come, they're just completely out of gas by the time they get there. So maybe that's what we should say. Maybe we should hope for the Bruins.
I think they're smarter than that, Scotty.
I know, but come on, Sam. We can dream, can't we?
Dream?
Come on.
No, this is what I'm dreaming. Okay. They do this in football, even in baseball. If you already clinched, you play your scrubs, for the final game. Kind of like what the Philadelphia Eagles did a couple years back in the second half, knowing that they'll screw their opponent, their division rival. And this is what I'm hoping for, Scotty. They start resting the players, and then suddenly the chemistry and the continuity gets disrupted, and they can't get it back. There is a real danger to that as well. When your team's hot, you want to milk it for all it's worth, but at the same time, once you lose it, you can lose it. I'm trying to gain it back, the mojo. It's all about momentum. I mean, that's hockey. It's all about momentum, confidence. Right now, what has the Devils demonstrated in front of Tom Fitzgerald? They can win. They play decently without Jack Hughes. Obviously, you miss Jack Hughes. You can see a difference with Jack Hughes in the lineup.
Oh, yeah.
Players are playing for their jobs, because there's only so many spots. Ryan Graves and John Marino pairing could be something of the future of just a shutdown. Shutdown pairing, because Ryan Graves with his size and Marino with his skating ability, his ability to keep up with top tier players.
Hockey smarts.
Yeah. Remember the Scott Stevens Rafalski pairing?
Or Rafalski, yeah. Or the Niedermeyer Danico,
yeah. So it's kind of like they complement each other.
Yeah, absolutely. And Ryan Graves, don't get us wrong either. Ryan Graves has got himself, we've seen him be able to turn it on offensively as well. We've seen him creep in from the point on a number of opportunities where he unleashes that big slapper there. So it's really good. I mean, I guess maybe a Stevens Rafalski might be because Stevens had the offensive side as well. We know Dano was maybe a little few and far between on the offensive points over there. Ryan Gray's going to put up a little bit more. But I really like the Marino comparison to Rafalski or maybe an Andy Green, type that just they use their stick so well. They use their positioning so well, and man, do they have that vision on the ice to be able to have those outlet passes, those stretch passes, those home run passes that used to kill us last year. Now they're these defensemen are really connecting on them. Last year it was just like, oh, just gave up the puck again. Wonderful. Now it's like, wow, they just connected on that, and we had a partial 2-on-1. And I think that's a really good call there, Marino, Rafalski, Andy Green type, like in their prime. They're not oversized, obviously.
Yeah.
They're not like huge. John Marino's not leveling guys left and right, but, man, he's hard to – those hips, those quads, he works on them, and he is hard to move off the puck, and he's just got great hockey sense, and, man, using that stick to his advantage.
Yeah, I mean, the mobility is excellent with John Marino. And now, before the game, I was reading Twitter. It seemed like some fans were, questioning about Siegenthaler being out along with Bastion. What were your thoughts on that, Scotty?
I was pretty surprised by both of those moves. I'm not going to lie over there. Your immediate thought would be that Ball would come out of the lineup if Smith was coming back. And obviously, I think you would move either Boquist or Zetterlund out of the lineup, just, with their age. And, I don't know. I didn't think Nathan Bastion's play was so, I didn't think it was so bad. I wouldn't be surprised to maybe see Miles Wood get the healthy scratch next game, because I think Supernova said it. I'm pretty sure Lindy, had him riding the pine there for a bit in the third. So Miles Wood, it just seems, there have been a couple games where we're like, oh, wow, this looks like the Miles Wood of old. But the majority, I would say maybe like 75, 80% of this season, it's like he's like searching to find his own identity, Am I going to be this fast guy? Am I going to be able to actually be a fourth liner that scores? Am I just going to be all like, grit and grind and all that? Like, it seems like Miles Wood is trying to figure himself back out again, which, after the length of time that he was off with that injury, maybe he does need, a full complete season. Much like, pitchers when they, tear the rotator cuff a lot of times and they come back, that first season, a little shaky. And then the second season, you're like, here's the dude we remember before that surgery. Miles Wood had a very serious, hip surgery, go on there. So maybe he's still really, I don't know. I'm stretching here, I know, but,
well,
maybe
also
that's what's going
remember,
on with him.
it's a back-to-back games, so maybe he's resting, a couple horses, sending him maybe a little message, while he's at it, without, Lindy knows how to push the right buttons. My trust is in Lindy. I think he's so far this season, he's done a great job. The staff in itself, looking at the stats that MSG Network put it up, and Bill Spaulding was talking about that the Devils on the road, it is just like number one in the league on this stat, number two tied for second on this other stat. I don't remember what stats it was. And, they played well on the road, and that's going to serve the Devils well in the playoffs. It definitely will be away from Prudential. So they know how to.
And I see here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. No, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that they know how to just kind of squelch, the distractions on the road and just focus and play great Devils hockey like they did tonight. Yeah.
And I think Dave's got a great point here with, Nico and Sharon Govich and Mercer and Palat and Halla. They're playing that 200-foot game there. And the forechecking, man, it wasn't on against St. Louis, that's for sure.
No, it was not.
But today, they were on it. Thomas Tatar as well. Throw his name in there, in that mix. Those guys are really, really good at fighting for the puck and winning those battles on the boards. St. Louis, they got smoked a lot of times. They got out-hustled. And maybe that's all it was from Lindy Ruff, was saying like, hey, Siegenthaler, who's been playing on our top pairing with Dougie Hamilton all year, maybe we're just going to make a little example.
Yep.
Nathan Bastion. Maybe I'm going to make a little, just a quick little example. Okay, it's a back-to-back. Maybe there might be a different healthy scratch in the next game. So we'll see. And like Sam Wu just said, Lindy's been pushing the right buttons on this team for a long time. I see some people thinking Miles Wood might be part of a trade. He could be. He could be. I don't know what he's going to get for you right now. His value is probably at an all-time low, except that he's a UFA. So, if you don't like what you see, you don't have to re-sign him or whatever. But he might get traded. You got someone named Nolan Foote who's probably waiting in the wings that can play a very, very similar game. You got a Bastion there. You got a Fabian Zetterlund. We'll see what happens with Graham Clark and Tice Thompson, how they develop. But you do have similar type people. Now, do all of them have the same exact speed as Miles Wood? Maybe not, but they can bring that grit game to it. Uh-oh. Samu's running away. He's running away from us. Dave, I agree. I think Dougie played very, very responsible defensively today. He had a really, really nice poke check on, I can't remember, was it Carter? Someone who was right in front of the net, and I was like, oh boy, that's not going to be good. And Dougie poked the puck away, so that was really nice.
How about Dawson
Alex
Mercer? Sorry. Dawson Mercer.
Oh, no.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, Dawson Mercer.
No.
All right. I'm muting you, Scotty. I have you on mute because I've got the floor. How about Dawson Mercer pushing back against Jeff Carter? Jeff Carter's a big guy.
Oh, that was nice.
In the corner. I like that.
Was nice.
I like the little snarl in Dawson Mercer's game.
And that's the way he needs to play because Dawson is going to be going into those quote-unquote dirty areas to try and get a goal. He can make some fancy plays, but he's also going to have to be in there mucking it up a little bit. And I know I've used this comparison before, but much like Adam Henrique used to do, who was always there in front of the net.
Yep.
So I think that, Mercer had one of his best games of the season, and no surprise, we've seen him have that chemistry with Nico Hischier before. We know Nico and Tatar have chemistry as well. I loved these line combinations today. I thought they were really, really well put together. Just top to bottom. Palat being on that third line really opened them up a lot as well. Because Palat's been up on those one of the top two lines, basically the top line. But moving him down to the third really makes the third a little bit more dangerous because him and Eric Halla can really, really grind it out. So I really enjoyed today seeing. I was a little worried, when I heard, oh man, every line has been shuffled. I'm like, oh boy, what's going to go on here? And I think they came up
John
with
Hines. He's not John Hines.
He's not John Hines. That is for sure. I think they came up with some really, really workable combinations here, and I think it showed all around from Tatar, Mercer, Sharangovich. Jesper Bratt, he had a couple really good opportunities. I mean, Bratt's always getting opportunities, but, he scored in St. Louis too, right? So he's got two goals in 2 games. Nico looking a little bit more, rejuvenate. Maybe Nico just needed a little shakeup on his lines. Sometimes that's what it is.
Yeah.
And like we just said, having Palat down there on that third line gives it a lot more edge, because we all know that Eric Halla has struggled this season, actually putting the puck in the net. He's got some decent assist numbers there. And obviously we know his strength in the faceoff circle. But he's struggled putting the puck in the net. He actually missed one top glove side, I think, on a shorthanded situation as well. I don't know if it was in the first or in the second period. Before he had that one where he set up Sharangovich, or was it Mercer? I can't remember. But he had one where he just missed it. Top glove side. So we know that he's got to hit the net a little bit more. But with Palat down there, now you got this other shark who's just circling the net, waiting to strike. Waiting to strike over there. It was the second. Thank you, Selecta. Dave's thinking Miles Wood on waivers. I think Miles Wood, if they do make a move for Timo Meier, he's going to go just for money offsetting reasons. So we'll see what happens over there. Yes, Ramona, I thought Igor had a really good game tonight. Really wish he put that one breakaway home, though, where he kind of got robbed from the Tarkovsky semi-scorpion save there. He just needed to get it
it was a nice
6
save,
inches
though.
higher. Oh, it was a beautiful save. I mean, he
Yeah.
kicked both skates up. I didn't even notice it at first.
Yeah.
But then when I saw the replay, you see that both skates kicked up in the back. But I mean, it was such a wide open net. Really wish he put that one home. But yeah, the Devils had a really, really great game tonight. And that's what we love to see. Felix is saying Siegenthaler always has to cover for Hamilton's lack of defense. Okay, I would say that. We've criticized Dougie and a lot of defensive miscues throughout the season, although I will say today he had a really good defensive game. And boy, did he slam that one home in the first with the Triple H connection over there. Hughes to Heischer to Hamilton to harpoon the Penguins, as Sam Wu likes to do. You're all about the harpooning.
Hey, Nico.
Hey, Nico, I got 2 points tonight. You think you guys can buy me some beer? How about you buy me some beer? Can you buy me some beer? That'll be awesome. Yeah, I don't think the Devils are getting Carlson either, because that's just an insane amount of money. What's his contract? Like 10 something? Oof. You'd have $20 million pulled up in Dougie Hamilton and Carlson. I don't know about that one there.
Yeah.
But I think Igor Sharangovich will be back in the lineup tomorrow against Winnipeg. And that's going to be a tough contest once again. Winnipeg's playing well. Connor Hellebuck is a hell of a goalie. All puns intended right there. And so the Devils are going to have – it's a good thing that Jack's back, baby, because he is a tough cookie to crack. Connor Hellebuck, he's a big boy. I don't know if you saw him in those all-star skills competitions and stuff like that. He's a monster of a man. So it's going to be a great test for the Devils tomorrow at home. Good to be back in the Rock, where we know the Devils have been playing very, very well lately. They've struggled for a good portion of the season, but now they're playing excellent. 11.5 for Carlson. Thank you, Bill. Well, this year he's worth it because he's on pace for like 120 points or something like that. But to fit that in, that contract on our team, woof, would there need to be a lot of money. I mean, we already got to figure it out if we're going to get Timo Meier. That's going to be a good portion of money right there that we need to squeeze in. So, I can't see Carlson coming as well. But hopefully Fitzy and Greer are working on things. We've heard some negotiations are allowed to start happening and everything like that. So we'll see if the magic is going to happen. The way the Devils look tonight, I mean, and the way they've looked all season, I mean, they'll be a dominant force if they can get Timo Meier. But you got to just make sure that the trade works well for them. Don't sell the farm just for one guy.
Agreed.
Thank you, Sam Wu. And thank you to everyone on here on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch. Hey, there's Wyatt. I haven't seen Wyatt in a long time. Matthias Borg. I think that's a new name. Felix. Old Cornhole there. The Art of Pimpin' is back. Ramona. Martin Rosario. Man, we got a lot of people. Dave Singer, of course, is on there. D Media. Man, we got a lot of peeps coming up. Insane Pollock. There's Matthias again. Alan. Where's old Art Heaton? Where's our new Ranger fan, Art Heaton, over there? What are you going to do in the playoffs, Art? We're going to play each other.
Steve Engel. It's Steve Engel.
Oh, it's Steve. Oh, Steve. I'm sorry, Art.
No. Art Heaton.
That's right, Steven.
Don't involve Art Heaton in all that. It's all Steve Engel.
Yeah, Art's like, don't you put that stink on me. Don't you put that on me.
Art Heaton's a good dude.
There's Kevin. Yeah, man, we got a lot of people. Ted. Oh, yeah. Love to see everyone on there. Well, I think it's about time that we get to a little you versus Woo, our score predictions that we've been doing all season long. And by the way, oh yeah, another quick little tidbit. Thank you, Bill. Don't call me Captain Spaulding. Nico Heischer is now the second player from the 2018 draft?
2017.
2017 draft to hit the 100-goal mark.
Yep.
Elias Pettersson in Vancouver has got him by like about 20 goals, I think. I think he's got like 120 or something like that. But Nico is catching up, and don't forget about all the injuries he went through in those first couple seasons as well. He is well on his way.
And under John Hines as well.
And yes, and that was under the old Hines lines. Oh, Lordy. But let's get to some you versus Woo. Oh, Stephen Engel is now a Leafs fan after the Ryan O'Reilly trade.
Yeah, he left.
Oh, he's just jumping left and right, huh? That's what's going on.
Yeah, we don't see Steve Engel right now.
He's now a Leafs fan. Hey, that's another thing to look at as well. These teams are all bumping themselves up. We saw the Islanders get Bo. We know the Rangers went and got Tarasenko, who's, he's I got to say he's having a great year, but he's still an offensive threat, Yeah. And now the Leafs go out and get Ryan O'Reilly. I mean, they got to deal with Boston, so I can see that. But that's adding a lot of, not only depth, but leadership from Ryan O'Reilly as well. That's a captain coming over.
Yeah.
Much like Bo moving over to the Islanders, that leadership that you get from those guys is woo. Sometimes you can't put a price on that.
But the Devils already have their guy.
Palat,
exactly. And
got him in the offseason. They paid a price for him.
But they didn't have to give up anybody.
They did not. That is 100% correct there, Sam Wu. Let's get to some you versus Wu right now. I see Ramona had a 4-2 Devils victory. Selecta had a 5-3. Ted had 5-3. Oh, that's for Sunday. Okay. Sam Wu. I don't think Vinny was around today. Who was on Game Day Live?
No. It was pre-recorded. We pre-recorded.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So what did Vinny have for his score prediction?
3-2 Devils.
Okay. So, hey, he gets the OTL. He got the Penguin score right. How about the great Sam Wu?
Unfortunately.
Oh, boy.
Vanacek played well. I said 5-2 Devils.
No, you got the W then.
No. 5-3. Sorry, 5-3. I get him.
Well, you still get the OTL. You got the 5 right. Ramona gets the OTL. She got the 2 right. Pollock was way off with 2-1. Okay. Who else had the Selecta had 5-3. Okay, Selecta, you get the OTL for getting the Devil score right. All right, so we got some winners on this last game. Very nicely done, everybody. Give yourself the old Barry Horowitz pat on the back over there. Excellent job. We're putting up points on the season. I like it. So we're doing it all season long. You versus Wu, and of course, we'll be back again tomorrow for this Winnipeg Jets game at The Rock. The TVs will be a-blasting and a-blaring with some Devils hockey and some Game Day Live and Devils After Dark on the screens of American whiskey. Sam, are you going to be down at the bar tomorrow, or are we just
I will be. And Dave Singer, thank you, Dave Singer, for the gold.
Ah, very nice.
Wow.
Very nice. Super chat over there. $9.99. I feel like it's the WWE network.
Whoa.
It only cost $9.99. Remember when that? Oh, no, they're on Peacock now, right? Oh, I remember the days of the old WWE network. Oh, Selecta, that score was for tomorrow? Okay. Well,
yes, Alejandro.
I already gave you. I gave you a point, Selecta. So just roll with it, all right, bud. That's just between you and me, all right, buddy. You get a little point over there, all right. So Sam will be down at American Whiskey tomorrow for the game. So if you can, stop on by. And next Saturday, that. Oh wait, actually, Sam Wu, are we going to have the super triple header tomorrow? So we'll have Game Day Live. We'll have the game, obviously, and then we'll have Devils After Dark, and then are we going to have the big show afterwards, the regular podcast, or are we going to?
Well, it's going to be really late. It's a 7 o'clock start. So
okay.
So I think there's going to be a preemption here. I can't foresee myself getting Short Sky and Beer Baron doing it at 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, I'll definitely be around tomorrow night, and I'm excited for it. A little Devils After Dark action. Hopefully, after another Devils victory against those Winnipeg Jets. And just want to let you know out there, YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, Twitch, and Sam Wu, because I actually haven't told him yet. It is now official that I will see you all at American Whiskey next Saturday. That is right.
What?
The flight
You didn't even tell me
is
this.
booked. It literally just came through. My buddy is going to babysit Winston. That's usually the ordeal over here. If anyone doesn't know, I have he's going to be 12. He's an 11-year-old English bulldog. If you know anything about English bulldogs, their lifespans are 8 to 10 years old. So he's in OT right now, and he's about to turn 12. And putting him into those pet hotels and stuff like that is not a good situation. So that's usually what gets in the way of me traveling. But I have a good friend out here who's going to take Winston in for the weekend. So I'm going to be flying. I'm going to take the old red eye Friday night. I'll be getting in around 9 a.m. Saturday morning. Go say hello to the fam. And then I'm going to be heading over to American Whiskey for the February 25th, 2003 Stanley Cup celebration and 500,000 download Festivus for the Let's Go Devils podcast. So this will be the first time the entire crew, Sam, Shorts Guy, Beer Baron, the Hockey on Tap crew, Nick Villano, Vinny Parisi, and yes, yours truly will all be under one roof at the same time.
Actually, Vinny's not coming, actually.
Forget I just said all that. Never mind. That's what I'm. That's not
No. Bait and switch. Bait and switch.
Everybody except Vinny, I guess, will be there for this event. So it's 500,000 downloads, 2003 Stanley Cup celebration for the Devils, and we're going to be having a watch party there at American Whiskey. So even if you don't have tickets to the game, we're going to be hanging out the whole time, watching there at the bar, just having a blast. So come on down for that Festivus. It's going to be a hell of a time.
Yeah, I don't know how we're going to get everyone some airtime. You know, it's going to be like hi, and then bye, and then hand over the headset over. And I am so happy. You know what, Scotty, you've got to remind me. We got to have fans. You got to remind us. We got to take a group picture. We've never, ever gotten a group picture together. Shorts Guy's never met Scotty.
Yeah, we've never met in person, actually. Shorts Guy made a wonderful flyer as well.
That was me. That was me.
Oh, that was you? Oh, I'm sorry. I want to make sure to give the proper credit. But Samu made a wonderful flyer of everyone together, and it's just kind of my head like photoshopped right in the middle of everything.
As I was telling Mrs. Wu this morning, I don't have any pictures. And then I had to stalk your Facebook page, and you look a lot different 10 years ago. And nobody would probably recognize you because I didn't know who you were. But let me give me a couple seconds here. I'll show everybody the new flyer that's going to be around Newark. I'm just going to post it everywhere tomorrow.
Sam's going. He's going to be Sammy Ramone, and he's just going to, post. The post no bills. Sam's going to be putting up flyers everywhere.
Yeah, let me get that up. Stall, Scotty. I'm trying to.
Stall.
Yeah, stall.
Oh, okay.
Stall a little bit. That's how we do things here on the podcast. I swear to you, we're live right now. We're not doing a pre-record. Like, I had no idea that Scotty was coming. I'm so happy, Scotty. I
literally just officially booked my ticket. As I was logging in today, that was when I officially booked my ticket and made it, a good to go. And I got to thank my good friend Kevin for helping me out and for taking care of my boy Winston. I don't like leaving him very often. That's why it's difficult for me to travel. He's been my pup for his whole life. I've had him since he was 6 weeks old. He was too young. I got him at a place down in North Carolina called Baker's Bulldogs, if you're ever looking for a good bulldog breeder. And when I drove down there, they actually told me the wrong date. So when I got him, he wasn't at his 8-week point. He was actually only 6 weeks old. And the first 2 weeks, I couldn't even bring him outside. Basically just had to pee on the pads inside because he was too young to get his shots. So now in his old age, I don't like leaving him because, he's a bulldog and he has a number of health problems. But my good friend has got a lot of experience with some older dogs and some bigger dogs, which Winston is a big boy, even for a bulldog. He's a 65-pound bulldog instead of the regular 50 to 55 pounds, which they should be. So yeah, I'm real excited that I have a good friend to do that for me and someone that I trust. And yeah, Winston's gonna have a nice sleep over there, and I'm sure he'll be very happy as well to get away from old dad. So yeah.
Okay. Well, here's the poster. You'll see it tomorrow, hopefully at American Whiskey. There we go.
There I am.
Yeah.
Photoshopped right in there in the middle.
Yeah. That's how I just put Scotty right in the middle. And
right there in the middle. Just photoshopped.
Ted says,
I like how Shelly's kind of like, who's that guy? I've never met him before.
Oh wait. That's actually that's actually not the photo. That's actually a draft of the
Oh, that's a draft. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
right.
draft. Yeah. Whoops. Anyway, but
classic Sam Wu over there. Oh,
yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah, figuring out.
Staying at the Ritz Carlin. Yeah, right.
Where are you
More
staying?
like my sister's couch, she's out here visiting me right now. So
okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
So we're gonna do a little flip flop on the weekends over here.
Yeah,
Actually,
we'll talk.
Winston is he's on top. He's laying on top of her right now, giving her the licks in the face. That's why we don't usually you hear Winston going crazy in the background. That's why we don't hear that right now.
Oh, okay.
He's preoccupied.
Gotcha. All right. Well, we'll talk logistics afterwards. I didn't know that you were coming. How we're gonna do all this?
Bring an extra mic, Samu. Bring an extra mic. I'll be there.
Ted says, asking who's going to be in goal on Sunday. All right.
Man, I would think Vanacek. I don't know. I mean,
I think it's going to be
Blackwood
I think it's going to be Blackwood.
It might be. They might be. They might be shopping Blackwood. So
Yeah.
we'll see. If they are, he'll probably be in goal.
Yeah.
And we know Sharks are a team that can use some goaltending. Like we talked about a few days ago, recalled old Aaron Dell. And Devils fans know what the situation is like when you recall Aaron Dell to be your goaltender. No offense, Aaron. Love you, bud. But yeah, happy we're rolling with old Vitek Vanacek.
Yeah. All righty, Scotty.
Well, let's wrap it up, Sam Wu. We'll be back again tomorrow. Do this all over again for you. Game Day Live, Devils and Jets, and then right back here, Devils After Dark. Hopefully, Jack Hughes will be scoring a goal. Maybe Jesper Brannigan. Maybe some more secondary scoring. It's going to be tough, though. Be a good test against, arguably one of the best goaltenders in the league, Connor Hellebuck. I think he's, first or second in wins for goalies?
He's up there. I haven't looked at
He's
the
up there.
stats. Yeah.
He's up there. I think he's just above Vitek. And by the way, Vitek Vanacek is on a point streak now. I think he's at 15? Is this 15 games for him?
15, 13?
Or is it 13? I can't remember. I just remember the graphic came up. It's basically like Marty, Vanacek, Marty. So, yeah, I think I don't know if it's 12 or 13. Or it's either 13 or 15. I can't remember if he was on 12 or 14.
Felix says 13.
13? Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll go with it, Felix. Thank you. So 13-game point streak for Vitek Vanacek. And no, that doesn't mean assists. That means the team got points in 13 straight games that he started. So, man, when you look at that record book, for your team or for the league or whatever, you're always going to see that Brodeur name around there. But when your name is in there as well, pretty nice. And by the way, Vitek has a chance to become only, believe it or not, the second Devils goaltender to break 30 wins in a season.
Wow.
The only other one that done that is that Brodeur guy. He's getting pretty close. 25 wins? 26? Felix, help me out.
Wait. Brodeur is the only Devil goalie to have 30 wins?
That's what they said. I don't think Schneider ever got 30 wins.
Sean Burke didn't? No.
I don't think so.
Sean Burke
No.
played that half a season.
20s. In the 20s.
Wow.
But I don't think anyone else has ever broken 30 wins. I was trying to think back. I was like, that doesn't seem right. But yeah.
Well, it actually kind of makes sense though, because Devils came in at 82, right? And
they were so bad.
And Brodeur came in 94, 93, 94, and then Brodeur basically monopolized the playing time till 2015, and that's when you had the shootout and all that. So, okay, well that makes sense.
So Vanacek is getting close. I think he's got 25. I can't remember what it is, but Vanacek is also like fourth in the league. I
25, 5, and 3 for VTech, according to Wyatt.
There you go.
Yep.
Thank you, Wyatt. So VTech is, he's top 5 in the league for goaltender wins.
Yep.
Personally, would love to see him back in there, but we'll see. You know what? I'm trusting in Lindy. All right, Sam. Well, let's wrap it up, bud.
All right. Everybody's trusting Lindy right now. That's great. I love Lindy. Just remember, February 25th, a $500,000 party at American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place in beautiful Newark, New Jersey, where the Devils take on the Philadelphia Flyers, plus the 2003 Stanley Cup celebration, 20-year anniversary. Dropping the podcast at midnight. See you tomorrow, folks. Till next time, let's go Devils.
We'll be right back.